Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm just so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. The last 30 days has not been the most exciting for Jess Hilarious. She made fun of a brain cancer patient by the name of DJ Daniel, and then that went viral. But then, of course, the bigger story was her beef with The Breakfast Club. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jess Hilarious became the third official host of The Breakfast Club. And once she signed on with the deal, I believe in February, she happened to be pregnant. She went on maternity leave, and then in came Loren Lorosa from TMZ, who filled in for Jess Hilarious. Well, once Jess Hilarious came back, Loren Lorosa was supposed to leave. But did that happen?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no, hell to the no.
Nope, she didn't leave. And so people started to like Loren Lorosa a lot better on the show than Jess Hilarious. And eventually, Jess Hilarious and Loren Lorosa will start to have a little bit of friction. And then, as you know, Jess Hilarious eventually blew up on other members of The Breakfast Club by saying this.
We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm not one mother ever with this online
And she would continue on that path.
Charlamagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet. You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the fuck would we do that? Then I asked again, I'm like, all right, so she's gonna be the fourth host. That's what it is. Whenever we do find that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of beating around the bush, yo.
Charlamagne the God on The Breakfast Club in particular was trying to egg on the beef for more ratings. And he was saying, listen, we're not trying to gaslight you. She wasn't on the show when you got back. That's actually not true, which it was a lie. Charlamagne the God, they did prefer Loren Lorosa over Jess Hilarious because Loren Lorosa is more talented. So they didn't want to remove her from the show. And they didn't. So now there's 4 on The Breakfast Club every day. And now the conspiracy against Jess Hilarious has gotten worse. Guys, the conspiracy is actually taking place. Loren Lorosa, who I mentioned earlier, who was formerly of TMZ, is now on The Breakfast Club, making her the fourth wheel. And guess what? Her success on The Breakfast Club is even opening more opportunities. And this opportunity is launching her own show. That's why y'all gotta always be consistent. The daily podcast is called The Latest with Loren Lorosa, and it will debut in just a few days on March 31st as part of a joint venture between iHeartMedia and guess what? Charlamagne the God's Black Effect Podcast Network. Listeners can expect to be brought up on the speed on everything from viral stories to major Hollywood headlines. This is interesting because remember, Charlamagne the God was trying to, put the beef up a little bit between Jess Hilarious and Loren Lorosa, and it makes sense because he knew that he was going to sign her to his podcast network, and that would bring in more views. Now, this is very similar to the deal that Angel Reese has on Shaquille O'Neal's podcast network. It's interesting why Jess Hilarious doesn't have one. Maybe she doesn't want one. She is bigger than Loren Lorosa by a lot, but it already makes sense. As soon as Jess Hilarious is gone from The Breakfast Club, Loren Lorosa will step right in. They're going to keep all that money in the family, and then she'll be working for The Breakfast Club and then also having her own podcast with Charlamagne the God's network. This is insane, and remember, Jess Hilarious accused The Breakfast Club of not working together and kind of conspiring against her, and this does prove her right a little bit. So wait a minute. Now Loren Lorosa now has a podcast on iHeartMedia and Charlamagne the God's Podcast Network. And it's coming up in just a few days on March 31st. This is a clear indication that Charlamagne the God wanted to see Loren Lorosa do well and probably doesn't like Jess Hilarious that much. I mean, where is Jess Hilarious podcast? We might be able to say that Jess Hilarious doesn't really care about podcasts or being a podcast network, but it's clear as day that Loren Lorosa is going to be more associated with Charlamagne the God, making more money in his podcast network. Because what you do, when you have a podcast network, you share your audience with somebody else's new following and then hoping they can bring more of a following to grow the network. And then the owner of the network gets more money. And which means when Jess Hilarious contract comes up for renewal pretty soon, maybe next year or so, it's easy to see that she could definitely be gone. Now, shows have been a little bit more fire as of lately, but definitely the conspiracy is on. Next story. Now, let's talk about somebody who was supposed to be on The Breakfast Club herself, Kendra G. But as we know, Kendra G got rich because she has her own dating app called Singles Live, which is a struggle cell phone show, but makes a lot of money. Stop the show. I'm not hating, but the lawyer quality is on YouTube, you make more money. As long as it's dusty as hell, you get rich. Literally, I'm about to give away my mic and this green screen and just go back and start doing it on a flip phone. But Kendra G allows people from all over the world come on to her show. And for the women and even the men, she asks them to do a 360-degree cam, basically turning around, letting the audience see what they're working with so that they can basically get inboxed by people who want to date them. And this situation didn't go all as planned for Kendra G's guest.
Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay. All right. Okay. And I just got undressed. I'm in my pajamas now, but
Oh! Hell no. Come on, wait to the no, no, no. Come on. What the?
Hell to the no. To the no, hell to the no.
Some funky, dusty, crackhead.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have two, a boy and a girl. I don't mind not necessarily doing 50-50, but I would say at least 60-40, 70-30. You know, I've been working since I was 13.
Damn. Like my mom said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. But there was a lot going on out there. I don't want to be body shaming folks, but I'm just saying. Let me just say this, okay? Somebody out there will definitely knock that back, okay? But it's gonna take a special person, all right, to go ahead and do that. I'm not trying to say that the sister can't get nobody. Even Kendra G, who was over there looking like Bo Jackson without the makeup, she couldn't believe it. It's down bad. And this is what a lot of people talk about from Kendra G's dating apps, that you get these ladies that, you know, they have all of these high demands. I'm not saying it's her. And then they do the little Kendra cam and all of that. And it's been kind of going down bad. And you know, you want a dude that make a lot of money, come in and take care of your kids. And it's, you know, and you got all that going on there right there. It's a hard sell, baby. It's a hard sell. You got to keep yourself together, boo. Okay? You got to do that. These young women out here, they booty clapping it up. They cheaper. I mean, they younger, right? So they cheaper. They got less bills. So as the older that you get, you got more things you need. You used to having stuff. You need a nice car. You need a nice house. And you got to have a good reason for why a man need to deal with you. And some dudes do like BBWs. Some dudes do like women that's like her. It's okay. But you might not like that guy, though. Okay? Cause it's crazy because women like there, like a lot of women that's like big women, they don't like big men. We're gonna be real. You want somebody out there in the gym taking care of. So you gonna have to do what you got to do. Next story. Some of you ladies out there are very good looking, but y'all can't stop letting Pookie clap y'all cheeks, okay? When you should have been dealing with me in the first place. This is y'all problem. Y'all go and deal with everybody else but your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm right here, ready to call y'all. All you gotta do is email me at planetO'Shea@gmail.com. And this lady is no different. She got pregnant by Pookie and instantly regretted it.
I really fucked up my whole life having a baby daddy. Like, I hate to cry over him because I know at the end of the day, everything's gonna be okay. It always is, but to be like connected to someone so evil for the rest of my life. Oh my God. This nigga stole my taxes. And then when I confronted him about it, oh, you got your own place. You're big balling. You don't need it. I literally want to rip my hair out. Like he is real life my biggest hater, and it's so annoying because he's put me through so much shit. And at the end of the day, I still want him to win because I know when he wins, my son wins. And he just wants the worst for me. Like, I'm over here taking care of your kid, and you're taking money out of our pockets. Now I have to do all this extra shit and like send in documentation. I gotta fucking file by paper. Like, my birthday's next week. Like, he's such a weirdo. Bro, never have a baby daddy. If I could say one thing to you, do not have these men's kids. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You don't see how someone really wants to treat you until you don't fuck with them anymore. That's when the real them comes out. Like, their true colors. I never thought he would be this evil ever. Even though he put his hands on me. I would never thought he would take money from me and like his son. Like, that is crazy. Like I really just have to like look that out because I just be trying to stay strong. Like, for real. Like, I just always tell myself it's gonna be okay. God got me. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. But now I'm just like hurt. I'm hurt. He says like I'm so evil and I'm such a bad person because I got a restraining order on him and it ruined his life. This is like my payback. This is my karma. Bro. I can't lose my life. This is my life. This is my life. This is my life.
Damn, boo. You fine too, by the way. I just hate to see that happen. Now listen, if you broke up with me, I wouldn't do you like that. I would still support you, baby, because you got my kid and everything. But that's crazy. Damn. Now, I would love to hear his side of the story, but the way you crying right now, I kind of believe you. Shit. That's just, you just down bad. Y'all gotta stop dealing with these bookies that ain't gonna marry y'all. Should it just be, I'm telling you, deal with me. Because if I get you pregnant, I'm definitely gonna marry you because I'm Baptist. Guys, we had a great show. We got the Jess Hilarious situation in which she got that news that Loren Lorosa and Charlamagne basically been conspiring against her in a way, getting a podcast deal. That's kind of lightweight shady. That is some favoritism. Kendra G had the single mom stand up and it was all bad. And then my boo out here is not getting her tax money from her shady baby daddy. Jeopardy music! Drum roll, please! It's number 3. It's the crying ass baby mama. You knew that dude could not read and write. What is wrong with you, girl? You was way too fine to be out here getting your cheeks slapped unprotected by somebody that ain't got no real job that will take your tax money when you know damn well you could have been dealing with me and I'm employed and I would definitely pay for your ass to do all the stuff you needed to do if you telling the truth. And that's another thing. You could be lying about some of this stuff, but I do believe you because you was crying and clapping your hands. That's how I know that the dude stole your money. But I gotta throw this dust on you, even though you beautiful. because you would have never given me a chance because I could read or write and you like them Pookies and Ray Rays. So throw that dust on her. It's over for her. Well, guys, that's my time. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode here of the Dusty News Network. Subscribe, hit the bell. We out.